We are bringing Craft 2 to you because it is Richard here on the Craft Store this morning. A very good morning to you if you have just joined us. And that's my name, apparently. I was just told. That's exciting. Just along the bottom of the screen. It's not for you. It's to remind me who I am because I often forget. And with me is someone whose name you won't need putting up on the screen because you all know him, you all love him. It is our very own John next door. Hello, John.
Hello. Are you all right?
Very well, thank you. Great to see you again, John. This is our second time working together.
It is. They finally relented and allowed us to do shows properly now.
Exactly, yes. We are now allowed to meet each other again. You came back, which is nice. I thought after our last one together, you might have put a word in and said, never again. But it's great of you to join us for this hour. We're looking at Craft 2, aren't we? So for this hour, everything is from that.
Yes, so everything is Crafts 2 or John Next Door. It's all pretty much a mix these days. Crafts 2 distribute the John Next Door brand, and then I sort of design some for Crafts 2, so I develop the Kaleido and the inks and everything to go with it. So we work massively hand in hand. Basically, I do the pretty bits and they do all the hard work and packing and stuff.
You just stand there and look pretty.
Well, no, but I do the pretty cards. But
no, well, you mentioned the Kaleido there. That is our main focus in this hour because we've got this amazing machine to show you and various bundles that go with it. We will get to that, but before we do, I just want to quickly mention the happy hour, and the reason why I want to do that because this price will only be locked in for this hour. So when we get to, what time is it? That's nice. So when we get to 10 o'clock in the morning here, you won't be able to get this discount, and it's a really good one too. Have a little look at this. You're going to get £13 off this in this happy hour. Isn't that pretty? Just to look at that, it looks really pretty. It's from Craft Artists, and it's 2 sets of pigment ink petals. So you've got your tea time and your rainbow set of colours there. 2 different sets of colours. There's your rainbow, there's your tea time there. It's half price, and of course, because of Flextravaganza, that means you can split that up into 2 further payments there. So that would be £6.50 a payment there. 2 lots of £6.50. So for £6.50, you can have this sent out to you. And I don't want to even touch that and use those, John. I think that just looks nice on its own.
They are quite pretty. I do keep all of mine on a shelf behind me. Yeah. They are amazing inks. We're doing it as the happy hour because basically we have got so much coming in for the new year. We need space.
Yes.
And that is the main killer at the moment. We need the space. But these are, you've got 16 individual colours. Each one is different. Each one is different from all of the other colours that we've done in the past. So there's no repeats of any colours from the original Craft Artist petal inks. And you've got them held together in there. And the great thing is, if you actually take one of the... if you take the lid off...
Stack up as well, by the way.
They stack, but if you take the clear lid off, turn it upside down and shake it, they won't fall out. That was dangerous.
You got me to do that. Of all the people, that could have gone horribly wrong.
That's how confident I am in how they've been designed.
It's Richard proof. We are already 20% has gone of this as we speak. We've only had the happy hour open for a couple of minutes. 20% of this has gone. You're getting your tea time colours and you're getting your rainbow colours as well. The rainbow colours really, really are very bold and distinctive, aren't they? Love those. Just a more subtle tea time colours as well. You've got 16 colours in total of your pigment ink petals, and that is your happy hour special deal just for this hour. Now, this is also a fantastic deal, but it's going to last a little bit longer than your happy hour, so you do have a bit more time to look at this one. But look at this complete bundle here from Kaleido. This is your machine and everything. As John told me a little bit earlier, if you open this up on Crimbo Day, you would be getting absolutely everything you need to put together your cards apart from the card. So all you've got to do is produce the card, and then you've got everything you need to put your foil on, to make your cuts there as well, to pop it all together, to get all of your embossing. You've got everything. You've got all of the media there too. You've got your magic media, you've got your liquid ink, you've got your pads as well. Look at all the extra foil you're getting in this embossing set. So you're getting everything you can see along the counter here, including all of these stencils as well. There's a John Next Door stencil. We've got some Crafts 2 stencils. You've got all of the foil here. You've got your foiling pen too. There's your blank pad there. There's some liquid ink that you've got here. Here's some magic medium. Here's all your plates that you're going to be putting in the machine just behind that as well, so make up your sandwich. And then down here we have the machine itself. Oh yes, I've always wanted to move one of these handles here. You've got all of the foil here, you've got the backing here, and you can produce all these amazing samples I'll show you later. John, what a beast this is.
It is. When the reason is, I was bought my first die cutting machine for Christmas. And my friend bought me the machine, bought me some card. So I opened it on Christmas Day and I'm stood doing that because there were no dies, no embossing folders, nothing.
Yeah, that's not
there was
useful.
nothing I could do. And what I wanted to do was to put together a bundle whereby you could, if you get it and receive it home in a couple of days, you can make all your Christmas cards instantly. All you need is card.
Yep.
Or if, like me, you're opening it on Christmas Day, you're not stood there like that feeling a fool, waiting
Who
for
wants
the
to do that
shops
all
to
day
open.
through Christmas,
yeah,
right?
you don't. But
No.
to go through the Kaleido is, to start with, arguably the best A5 cutting machine on the market. So, this is a sort of very distinct A5 die cutting machine. So I'm going to take one of the dies that come with it and just show you cutting it.
Get 5 of those dies,
You do,
right?
yes. Its contents may vary, but you will get. Let's get the sandwich right. You get all the plates and everything you need, and everything I'm using on the show you will get. So you've got a die cutting machine,
Okay.
yeah, which we all know, standard die cutting machine. Run it through. There we go.
Pop it out.
Pop it out.
All
There's
done.
our die cut piece done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant. So we've got a die cutting machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got one of those.
Oh, so it's not just a die cutting machine? I thought it was.
No.
Oh, right, okay. It does
No.
more than that.
So this is a die cutting machine. So you can die cut, you can emboss.
Okay.
Do every technique you do in a normal die cutting machine.
Right.
It's
Got
great.
it. Yeah, that's
But
good.
the idea is this is the only machine in the world that does the other things. And what that means
What
is...
other things?
So this has got, if you notice...
So intriguing.
This is a manual machine. I turn the handle.
Yeah.
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 But it's got a plug there.
Yeah, that's
And a light
weird,
and a
'cause that's
switch.
normally for your automatic
Yeah,
ones, isn't
so
it?
why would this need to have electricity if I'm turning the handle?
Oh, you're really teasing me here,
And
John.
the reason
Go on.
is,
Yeah.
the rollers are heated.
Oh, is it for melting?
Well, you can.
Yeah.
So you can melt wax in it,
Yeah.
set leaves in it,
Yeah.
press paper, make your own handmade paper, press flowers
Oh, okay.
in it
And then you've got
as
the
an
foil.
additional.
Yeah.
But it's the only one in the world
Yeah.
that will allow you to effectively do this. So let's just grab a piece. So here's, what I've done here is, this is a stamp.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a stamp, nice and clean, because it's one of my stamps.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've stamped it with the ink that's included
Okay.
in the big bundle.
That's the liquid ink.
Yeah, that's all I've done.
Yeah.
Okay, I just take my plates and we'll take some foil. I'll go with gold because that's what comes in the starter kit. And these are exactly the same plates as you die cut with.
Oh, okay.
And if you notice, the machine was on when I die cut.
Yep.
Doesn't have to cool down.
Right.
The machine is at full temperature.
Okay.
So I don't have to stop and start in between
that's good.
projects.
Wait for it. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the only machine I need. I put foil over.
So you would plug it in all the time, pretty much, would you?
I have it plugged in and I switch it on when I'm foiling and leave it off when I'm not using it because
Yeah.
I use this all the time.
Right.
The only other machine I use is an A4 one for bigger dies.
Yeah.
That's it. So I've put foil over the top.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Just get that in the right place. I've not cut the cut. Well done, John. Because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I cut a
You need
piece
to
too
cut the card
wide.
as well. Okay.
So it's an A5 aperture,
Yeah.
which is half an A4 basically.
Okay.
And all I do is run it through.
Yeah.
So this is simply an image that I've stamped this morning
Yeah.
onto a piece of card from a stamp, and now it's foiled.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, so yeah, stick the ink on, then stick the foil over the top of it. You get that amazing effect.
Yeah. So I can now foil, first of all, any stamp I've ever bought.
Yeah.
So here I've got one from Kay, from Indigo Blue.
Yeah.
Again,
Okay.
stamped this morning. So let's grab a bit of red. So this is one of Kay's Paisley stamps. So this is a rubber stamp. And of course, I'm using red foil.
Okay, so you get 10 of these, do you, with the bundle?
You get 11.
Oh, 11?
You get a gold foil in your starter pack.
Yeah.
And you get then
The
10.
extra 10, yeah.
So every colour we do, there are no more colours. We're not going to bring out a load of extra colours next week and say, right, you need to buy these now.
Yeah.
So this was one I stamped this morning. One of my stamps from Indigo Blue. There we go.
That's brilliant. I love that effect.
Foiled in red. So
Do you have to wait for the stamp to dry before you
you
do it?
basically let it settle.
Yeah.
So I usually tend to leave it about 20 minutes to an hour.
Right.
Ideally, sometimes I stamp a load and do overnight. But what we can actually do is, so that is stamped and foiled onto vellum or parchment.
Right.
Hold it the right way up. Okay. There's a rubber stamp from about 10 years ago from Just Right. But look at the level of detail in there. All foiled.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That's using the magic medium through a stencil, which I'm going to be doing in the show. And foiled.
Love it.
That is foiling onto acetate.
Oh, look at that. There's nothing better than putting it under the studio lights, is
Really
there,
fine, detailed woodcut stamp.
Look at that. I love it.
That's foiling an embossing folder that I'm going to show you.
Yeah?
Because you can foil anything you can ink. That's using the negative.
Okay.
So I've got two colours there, green and gold. That's melting wax in the machine and stamping over the top.
Yeah, you can use it for melting because of the heat. Yeah.
Yeah. So two different ones using wax crayons.
That's a nice effect of all the different colours on it, yeah.
Is just dragging an ink pad down card and foiling it.
Oh, wow.
Another example of that, a negative. And where are we? That is a sentiment, stamped and foiled.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so when you're getting close, you can see it. Yeah, it's just shimmering under the studio light there. I like that.
So the combination of everything mean, because it's a die cutting machine,
Yeah.
because it's a foiling machine, and it's the only machine in the world that does this.
Yeah.
No other machine will work with the ink. They were developed together.
So normally
or
you'd
the
have to have
paste.
two machines, would you, to do all
No, you
this?
couldn't do it.
At all?
At all.
Okay.
There is no other way to stamp and foil.
Right. Oh,
You
okay.
can get hot foil stamps, which are metal,
Yeah.
but you cannot take a stamp. So as I said, this is one of my Indigo Blue stamps, just to show you, because I didn't want to say only works with ours.
Okay.
So this is the stamp that I did this one with this morning, and I will show you in a minute. But that is a normal stamp, and there is nothing else in the world that will foil a stamped image apart from
So
this.
it's going to work with
But
all your stamps you've got already. Perfect.
that
Yeah.
was all made in the Kaleido, every single bit. And all
wow.
that has used is white card, gold foil, and the ink. That's
Okay.
it.
So the only thing you'd have to provide with if you've got the complete bundle
white
is
card.
the white card.
Yeah,
That's
if you
it.
want
and
to make
everything else is
that,
there.
You will provide white card, and I've put a little bit of black on.
Wow.
But ignore that. You could just do that completely with white card, and I will show you this.
And that'll be the same with the what I've got here as well. Look, I've got another version here. So just white card needed for that,
Yep.
John.
Literally, that was all white card stamped, and then
So
just die cut out.
Christmas morning, I've got my white card. I've got my bundle there that we can see from Kaleido, and I've made that by lunchtime. Just settling down for my turkey. There you go, I made that. Or you've got this as well. You've got so many. I mean, the variety here is incredible. Look at that under the light there. You can see the foil. We've got absolutely loads here. Look at that, beautiful. You can see the foil leaves there.
And that's going through a stencil with the medium, which again I'm going to show you.
Lovely. And then we have oh look, there's a card for our granddad there with a ship on it again.
And the ship's been foiled in blue.
Oh,
to
so much
match.
fun using the foiling, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it.
But
Green
again,
foil.
simple stamp,
Yeah.
background and foreground, everything on that card has been done with the Kaleido. Everything has been foiled with it.
Different colour foils, of course, you're getting with it as well. So here's our gold foil there. Once again, another stamp there with the sentiment added on top, layered on top. Then we have this background here. This is like embossed, is it?
That's embossed, and it was embossed in the Kaleido again.
Yeah. Oh,
And of course, you've got there the stamped image in silver, which matches exactly, because all of the foils, so the 10 foils, are matched exactly to our craft artist gold mirror card and satin card.
wow.
So they're made by the same manufacturer, so that everything matches.
Yeah.
So that
perfect.
if you've got our gold card, the gold foil will match. If you've got our green mirror card, our green foil will match. Same with the blue, red, everything.
It is an amazing bundle, isn't it? What a Christmas present this would be. But why not treat yourself in the meantime? Because you've got everything you need here to get cracking and making some great cards. You're getting everything you can see in your picture right now. The machine, all the accessories. You're getting the Christmas dies. You're getting the John Next Door stencil as well. You're getting all of these stencils that you can see alongside here and the 10 extra bits of foil there. You've got the liquid ink, you've got the magic medium, you've got the pad that comes with it as well, as you can ink it all on. You've got the foiling pen as well for those extra touches. You've got all the plates you need here, all the various thickness of plates that you can pop into the machine then. And then you've got this amazing machine which, as we've just discovered, doesn't just cut your dies, it also uses all of the heating elements on it as well to melt your wax and to do your foiling too. And you can just wind the handle in and out. Jobs are good and it's all sorted for you. And look at the cards that you can make. All you need to do is supply the card, and loads of you have got that card already, so that is sorted. Of course, you can get card on the craft store, no problem. You're making a massive saving when you put all of that together, £65 off the price when you put it all together. But then how about flexing that one up? Into your flexi basket it goes, and that's 3 payments of £49.97. £49.97 will get you everything that you need to start creating those wonderful foiled cards, and they do look amazing. I love it. I want to have a go. I want to have a go. Each of those foil rolls here as well, you're getting a saving on these. Oh, you're getting 3 meters on these as well, yes. 3 meters on each one of these foiling rolls, so that's loads.
Things that we did is people are used to seeing foiling rolls really large.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's the centre.
Okay.
So what we've done is we've had a smaller cardboard centre put in.
Right.
For 2 things. Number one, it makes it cheaper for customers to buy.
Yeah.
So you're getting actually more than you get on the fat rolls because you've got obviously a lot on there.
Yeah.
But the second thing is there is a third of the packaging involved in these than they are with the thicker rolls.
Okay.
Which means, first of all, there's a third less waste.
Yeah.
It's all recyclable.
Good.
And
Good for the
also it
environment.
means that it uses a 2/3 less carbon footprint to get it here.
That's good.
Because it's smaller. We always
So you're
try.
doing your bit.
Well, we do. We always try at Crafts to make sure that we package things as small as possible. And I know that a lot of people like to sort of see a big and think, oh, if it's big, I'm getting more. You're not. There's actually 1/2 metre more than's on the normal bigger rolls.
Yep.
But we make it smaller because effectively it costs less for the customer.
Yes.
And it has less impact.
I think that's going to be speaking to most people. You want to pay less and you also want to know that it's not harming the environment. So I think the days have gone now, really, where everyone wants it all massive.
To look massive,
I
yeah.
think we understand now that keeping it simple is the way forward. You're getting it put back into your pocket as well. Extra foil we've got for you. So if you do get this and you think, I would like some extra foil, or perhaps you've already got it, you're thinking, well, I need more foil because I just can't get enough of foiling up my cards here. There you go, you could get it individually there as a set. £29.90, you'd be making a £5 saving on that for your reactive foil rolls. It reacts to the heat, of course, on the machine, and you're getting all of those different colours there. All 10 colours, as John says, that are on the range there, on the colour palette. You'll get all 10 of them in those 3 metre rolls, and that set there is a £5 saving, £29.90. Now, a reminder of the happy hour here, because half the stock has gone now on our Craft Artist Pigment ink pads here. You've got your tea time colours at the top here, and you've got your rainbow colours underneath. It's 8 colours in each set. It looks lovely, doesn't it? It stacks on top of each other here, so you can package it all away. And then when you take the lid off, look more, no hands. Doesn't fall out. Yeah, I'm getting brave now, getting confident there. So that works really, really nicely. You can pop out each one of those individual ink pads there, and you've got a full range of colours there, and that will get you off and running as well, along with your machine bundle. But you're going to have to be quick because half the stock has gone on this happy hour deal, and that is because you're getting £13 off. £13 off. That's half price only until 10 o'clock today on our Craft Artist ink pigment pads. Right, time for a bit of demonstration, I feel, John.
Right, okay, so I did say I would show you how we made this card, so this entire card was made, and it's really simple, and I'll explain through the process as we're doing it and why things are so different.
Okay.
So I'm using here, this is an old rubber stamp.
Yep.
Yeah. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to show and prove to people it's not about having things, you know, pre-printed. It's not about it being a particular stamp. So the idea is that you can actually stamp absolutely any stamp or anything you can do with ink and foil it.
Okay.
So piece of card into my press to impress.
Yep.
You get with the kit a blank ink pad.
Right.
Okay.
Got you.
And the reason is because you get the Kaleido ink in a 60ml bottle.
Okay.
Right. Now, normally re-inkers come in 15 mils.
Right.
And they're to re-ink pads. But this is a chemical ink.
Okay.
So this is unlike any other ink ever invented.
Right.
So you can't use, it looks like I'm stamping with black ink.
Yeah.
You're not. It's this that I'm stamping with.
Okay.
And basically, the chemical reaction, when it's heated, makes the foil stick.
Oh,
So wherever you
right.
put this black ink, it
Yeah.
will stick. You can't use any ink.
No.
You can't just get your Versafine or your Versafine Clair or your Adirondack or anything.
Okay.
It has to be this. It's not like
Got
a
to be
heat
that ink.
embossing.
Okay, interesting.
So, what you would do
And
is...
that's why you're getting lots of it, yeah?
That's why we've given you lots of it.
Yeah.
I am still on my first bottle.
Okay.
So what you do is you just ink your pad.
Okay.
And because it's a chemical, yeah, by osmosis, I felt very sorry for the... We've had so many different companies involved in this. The company that make the ink don't make the machine. The company that make the ink pads don't make the ink or the machine.
Oh, no. So it's a nightmare getting everything to be
It
compatible,
is, but it
isn't
also
Yeah.
means because, you know, basically by spreading it out by 3 or 4 manufacturers, it's very hard for anyone to copy it.
Right, true.
To be quite honest.
Very true. That's why it's the world's only
But
bundle
it
like
is,
this, yeah.
but I feel very sorry because they told me these ink pads that we do are airtight, and they are.
Yeah.
But the ink pad will dry out,
Okay.
regardless, because it's a chemical.
Right.
So through osmosis, it just goes. So we put shed loads of ink in.
Okay.
We put your 60
That's good.
mils
So you're
in.
covered.
So you're covered. So all we
Yeah.
do is wipe it down the pad,
Yeah.
which you wouldn't normally do, to prime the stamp.
Yeah.
And ink it as you would do normally.
Okay.
Nothing different. What's different is the ink.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's enough each time to,
Yeah.
to ink that. Would you now need to reapply with the liquid ink if you were to do another
Nope.
stamp? Or that's
That will
enough
probably last me this entire show.
Oh, wow.
As
okay.
I say,
That's
I've
loads
done
there.
so many demos and shows on it, and that, as you can tell by the state of it, is my bottle.
Yeah.
And there's probably about 10-15% left.
Oh, okay. So that's good. You're getting lots of... And you can get that separately, I guess, as well, can't you?
You can,
So,
yeah. You can buy it separately, and we will have it. And we have reordered the ink so that we don't run out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
It's coming up on the
again,
bottom of your
it is-
screen there. There you go. Oh, you get the ink pad with it as well. It's a set you can get from 1999.
It is, because after a while, the ink pad starts to dry to a point where you'll need a new one. You
Right.
see there, I've got a perfect inked impression.
Oh,
okay.
brilliant.
All
Yeah.
that detail showing, even though it's a chemical ink, you can see there
Yeah.
all that text going through there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I would do is I would leave that to settle.
Right.
Yeah. Just because it's not wet, but
So not to dry necessarily, just to settle down a
to
little
settle
bit.
into the fibres, it's a chemical.
Okay.
Yeah. But the longest I've now left a piece and foiled it is 7 months.
Right. Okay.
So
it
it is
still
not
works.
about it being sticky or anything like that.
That's weird, doesn't it? It doesn't need to be. I'd assume it would need to be somehow wet in
Nope.
order to take the foil.
No, not at all.
That's weird.
So I'm going to get that. It's because it's a chemical.
Yeah.
The heat
So the heat does something to the chemical to
activates
reactivate
the chemical
it. I'm with
and
you.
the one on the foil.
Okay.
So let's take a little piece of gold foil now. All you need to do is foil on top.
Yeah.
Okay. I fold a piece of the foil over.
Okay.
Okay.
Just to keep it in place. Yeah.
Now the instructions will tell you that what you do is you put it onto here and you get what they call a metal stripe
Okay.
in the kit, which is a thin metal piece. And this base is magnetic.
Right.
So we've made sure the machine is the best it can be. So it's actually a magnetic base, which you'd normally pay another £20 for
Right.
on top.
Okay.
But I found that's complex.
Yeah.
So all I do is fold it over. I'll always find an easier way.
Yeah.
And literally you just...
But you need to do that so you don't get any bobbles in it, I guess, as you're feeding it through,
Yeah.
right?
If
Just
you
flattens it out before you start.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, and then
So
through we go.
there we
Very
go.
nice.
And then
Oh wow.
there we go.
Yeah.
And that's it. Done, fixed, sealed.
Oh, you can immediately run your hand on it.
Yeah,
It's not
have
going to
a-
like peel off or flake or anything like that.
You
That's
can't,
weird.
you can't even scratch it off.
Really?
Yeah. It's exactly the same.
He's right. Do you know what? I was actually trying it. I was a bit worried that you were going to actually come up on a close-up there, but I genuinely am.
No, you can't.
I
know
genuinely
you can't.
am. You can't scratch it off.
You can't scratch it off.
That's incredible. Lovely effect
But-
too. What can you do with that foot? Is that
Well,
you throw
this
that
is
away
waste. No.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
don't throw anything away.
Okay.
This is where the magic medium comes in.
Yeah.
And that's why we've included this in it.
Yeah.
So all I've done, and I'll show you.
Yeah.
Take some of the magic medium.
Okay.
So this you can go through stencils.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can go through stencils with that, which I will show you. But all you do is literally, this is a car scraper, windscreen scraper.
Okay. Just get anything that scrapes your windows.
Anything that scrapes your windows. Don't waste it.
No.
Because obviously it's cost you money, so I always put some on spare piece. All you do with that is now what you've done is
Yeah.
you've now created something that's not sticky. So again, leave that to dry. It's about 2 minutes.
Okay.
Look. But
All right. So that's primed it in some way.
that
has
has
it?
primed it with a different chemical,
Right.
which will also take the foil.
Oh,
But
I
of
love it
course, the white isn't fine enough to stamp with. So
So we're going to get the inverse pattern, are we now? Is
well,
that the?
we get the inverse pattern. So we
Yeah.
just put the foil back over.
Yeah.
Okay. Bring the machine back in.
Okay.
Run it through.
I love it, because for a second I thought you were just going to be chucking that foil away. I thought there's a lot of foil there that
I
hasn't
don't
been used.
throw anything
No.
away. Gosh, no. My Yorkshire roots, no, you don't waste it. But watch. That's what I throw away.
Right. Oh,
An
now
empty
you've
piece
actually
of
used up all
foil.
the foil, yeah.
But, so there we've got the reverse image,
Brilliant.
but we've not finished there.
Ah.
Because,
okay. Yeah.
look, that's not sticky.
Right.
Yeah. So again, if you just fill that,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's coated, you could leave that as a card and do it
Perfect.
as it is.
Yeah.
But the chemical will be reactivated by the heat.
Ah.
So I
So that
can
means
now
you can
take...
do something new with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can take a
Oh, you
different
can put more
colour.
foil on it. Love it.
So I now take the green
Yeah.
and I'll put that over,
Okay.
smooth it down, bring the machine in. And what this will do, this will foil, so the active chemical will be activated by the heat
Okay.
only where it's showing it, where
Okay.
it's white. So now
Oh, so it fills in all the bits.
it fills in all the blanks.
Oh, brilliant. That's
so
good.
there
Yeah.
is my background. And of course, I've got that.
So now you can keep going.
Take that
Right.
onto another piece.
Yeah, with your that medium that you had that was you
Yeah.
left to dry. Or
So,
that
because
spare that
I
you had.
make a load at the same time,
Yeah,
and we bring that in,
yeah.
and we do the same again.
Hang on, could you just keep going?
Yeah.
there's no stop point
No,
here, is there? No.
there is no end point. So
No.
I could take, say, red
Yeah.
and put that over the top, but I'm not wasting any of that.
No.
But there's exactly the same design.
Oh, that looks nice.
So
Yeah.
I've got one coated. Where did I put him? Oh, you had him, didn't you?
Yeah, there it is.
So
Yeah.
I've got one coated there. This is what I love about the Kaleido. If you could find a way to foil a stamp,
Yeah.
and the only other similar way to get that look would be to heat emboss.
Okay.
Can you imagine how much heat embossing powder you would use?
Yeah.
And how you would never get those little lines of text to work.
No.
They're far too fine.
Yeah.
But what you couldn't do is what I'm going to do next. Because with a normal machine, so if you've got one of the other foiling machines with the metal dies, you have to buy a new die for each design.
Yeah.
But if you want to do anything with pressure, you have to then go and buy a die cutting machine as well.
Yeah, but you've already got it.
Because
Yeah.
I've already got it.
Yeah.
So all I do is put the die on.
Yeah.
So this is my poinsettia die, which I think will probably be on the website.
The same machine that you just
That I've
used
just
to foil,
foiled on, that's still
you're going to run it
hot.
through again. Now it's going to cut it out.
And now,
Yeah. Still switched on, still hot,
switched
but
on,
can still be used
still
to cut.
hot.
Yeah.
but still die cuts.
Wow.
So there are my flowers, foiled and cut. And again, if you heat embossed this,
Oh, look at that.
can you imagine? That
Yeah.
would be cracking off
Yeah.
because you've put extreme pressure on it.
Right.
But
right.
look at the edges.
Yeah.
No
Perfect.
shedding of any of the foil anywhere. and it's just plain white card.
Look at that.
So we can make whatever we want. So that's my flower put together.
Yeah.
Or cut and die cut.
It's alchemy, this.
It is. I've got...
You're
tell
a
you what, let's
wizard,
go a
John.
little bit different on the back. Let's just grab a little bit more. Because I do a lot of demonstrations, I had to ask our manufacturers if I could buy,
Yeah.
and I did have to buy a bigger roll just to go through.
Yeah.
This time I've stamped on black.
Okay.
So this will be for my background, just to change it up a little bit. So if you've got a stamp and a block,
Okay. Put it
you
onto
get
your
the starter
magnetic.
kit,
Yeah.
you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can still die cut from day one, but on anything. So that is it on black.
Oh, wow. That is pretty. And I love the fact that you can just you just did that so quick and just threw it off, knowing you didn't have to peel it off carefully or
You
anything
don't
like that.
have to do anything.
No.
So there's our background.
Yeah.
We'll just frame it,
Okay.
and then we'll just put one flower together quickly. So fold it.
Yeah.
There we go. So we'll do another one. And again, none of this, even if I decided to take a ball tool and shape these petals, you know, like, or put them through the flower moulds like you had this morning from Heartfelt. Yeah, that would work. They wouldn't break off. It doesn't flake off or crack off.
That's good.
So there's our
In the
poinsettia, but we want a sentiment, don't we?
Yes.
So here's one I stamped earlier.
Okay.
So the most wonderful time of the year, and again, this is a Crafts 2J's stamp.
Feels like you want to cut that out some. Is that what you're going to do there?
Well, I will do. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
But what I want to do is I'm going to do this gold to match.
Yeah.
So again, just take a little bit of foil,
Okay.
wrap it round. Now this is a smaller piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I do then, if it's a smaller piece,
Right.
I just put a shim in.
A shim.
So another piece of card.
Right.
Just to increase, keep it even, the thickness all the way around.
I'm with you. And again, you've got that magnetic platform underneath, which you don't get anywhere else. So that just keeps it.
Sorry, I'd switched it off
sorted.
and switched it back on.
Yeah.
And that's the beeping to tell you it's up to temperature.
Okay. So we've got full temperature on that, and yet it's absolutely fine to
Yeah. So just
that was quite quick, actually, to
peel
reheat
that
up
off.
again.
I've got my sentiment, but
Brilliant.
see there where I've got a little bit of extra.
Yes.
So what you can actually do is take an eraser.
I mean, some people might quite like that. It's a
Yeah,
little,
but look.
There's the look there, but you can
Take a glue eraser.
What are you just using? It's a standard eraser.
Standard glue eraser.
Right,
Again,
yeah.
I think we've got these on the website. If you look now,
Yeah. Yeah. It's gone.
so even watch when I go over the whole image,
Yeah.
it's only coming off
Yeah.
where I didn't stamp it,
Right.
where it's done the bloom. So you can see now.
Yeah. Great.
So I've got that. So again, it will only stick even if it blooms where it's gone. So I'll have a look for a...
All
Oops,
right.
I bet I haven't got a die.
What
Is something
what
you
are
can
looking
cover
for
while
it?
I look for a die?
You look for a die, and I'll just have a quick recap of what we're looking at during this hour here from Crafts 2. It is this incredible machine bundle, the complete bundle. So everything you've just seen John use, every single thing, apart from the white card, which is very straightforward to get hold of, isn't it? Let's face it. You just get yourself some white card to get this bundle, and you've got everything you need to do what you've just seen John doing here, and much more besides. So many different examples that I could show you here. I've got loads and loads. It's not just what we've seen John just put together there. We've got this here with your background stamps there, and it's all been foiled. Can you see that? The foiling is just fantastic here. Happy birthday. Look at the effect that we've got here. Over a quarter of the stock has gone now on this complete bundle. Look at that there with the script across there. We've got this gold foil. Wow, that really does shimmer under the light. That's really beautiful, that one.
Yep. Just say, you know, you just said there's a quarter gone.
Yes.
Yeah, this is it.
Oh.
In terms of stock.
Oh, okay.
What we have on the show is... I think it's something like 95% of all of the stock left in the country.
Oh, my
and the
word.
machine isn't on reorder.
Okay. It's the
at the
only
moment.
one of its
so
kind
I just want to
in
be
the
a
world.
fair warning that if it does sell out, we haven't
Game
got any
over.
more to bring on extended, and there are no orders in at the moment. So if we did decide to bring it back, it would be at least 6 months.
Oh,
and
my
that's
word.
if.
So when we talk about sellouts and it's not coming back, we really, really mean it on this one, because this is at the minimum of 6 months before you could get hold of this again.
If we did.
If.
Because that decision has not been made.
Wow. What are we getting in this bundle then? We're getting the machine itself with the fact that you can use the handle to put it through manually, and then you've got the plug on the back here, so then you're getting the foiling action, you're activating the heating elements here, and then you can also melt wax in it as well. You can do all sorts of embossing with it, but primarily you've got this foiling here, you've got the foiling kit that comes with it, but then with the bundle you're getting all of the extra foils that you can see along here as well. Got a little swatch for you to show you all the different colour foils. How about this? That's all. Look at that, isn't that nice? Look, all the different style and colours foils. We've got the iridescent one in there as well. You've got red, you've got green, you've got gold, you've got all sorts. Ooh, isn't it nice? Ooh, shimmery, like that. And you can do all sorts of effects with that foil. Look at this here. These are all your sentiments put together with our silver foil and a bit of gold foil on the top there corner. And you're getting all the plates as well that you can use to put all this together as well. You're getting all of the ink with it as well, the liquid ink. You're getting the magic medium that we saw John priming the card with too. You're getting the pad as well, the ink pad. You're getting a foiling pen with it. What would you use the foil? If you've already got the foiling machine, what would you use the foiling pen for?
The foiling pen means you can handwrite and foil.
Ah, okay.
Or you can draw and foil, or you can doodle and foil.
Right.
So it's got the same ink that is inside the Kaleido ink.
Yeah.
But it means that you can actually now handwrite.
It's like freestyling with it. Yeah.
If you wanted to sign all your Christmas cards foiled.
Oh, that makes sense.
You could sign it and then run them through here, and it will foil your signature. But think about wedding invitations.
Yeah.
You're paying £3 to £4 a wedding invitation just to have foiling on it.
Right.
Because the other thing the machine will do is if you laser print.
Yes.
Or like, you know, the commercial photocopiers that none of us use in our offices for personal use. Those ones.
Christmas time, yeah.
Yeah, at Christmas time.
Yeah.
If you laser print anything, or professional photocopy or anything, you can